friends. So, welcome back to another video. I know that you're looking like, what in the mess is going on? So, let me tell you. All right, so basically, those containers is where I was pulling out all of the winter clothes out of the closets and storing those to go out into the storage. Well, we was getting so much of rain that we could never get a chance to take those out in the storage because we needed to move some things and make some rearrangements in the storage. So I pushed them into this guest room. Okay. Now, this guest room is some of everything. All right. We house the granddaughter's toys in here and everything. So, what I am doing on this particular day, because this is a while back, I'm pulling out my treadmill and I'm going to go ahead and put my treadmill in the storage. Didn't want to, however, it's in the way for the moment. You know, it is what it is. Sometimes you have to make hard decisions, right? Right. So I'm pulling out the treadmill and then the containers are going out in the storage as well. And so since we're having some days where we're not getting a lot of rain, we'll be able to take the containers as well as the treadmill out there, pull things out of the storage and rearrange some things. Now, I am going through these clothes, okay? Now, I'm going to go completely through my granddaughter's clothes, well, one of them anyway, and take out everything that she can no longer wear. That means it's too small. She has some shoes that she can no longer wear either. They're too small, so I'm pulling those out. Then I need to come back a later date because my son has clothes in here, but I didn't want to touch those. I'm going to let him go through these clothes and decide what he wants and what he wants to keep. So I have a trash pile, I have a Goodwill pile, and I have a pile that I'm going to sell, okay? There is a lot of clothes that I have with my granddaughter that still have tags on them, even my son, okay? There are tags that are still on them. And then also I have a lot of tennis shoes from not just my granddaughter, but from my great nieces and nephews that they probably wore these shoes maybe once or twice. Like seriously, there's no scuff marks or anything on them. And so I need to sell those. So I have multiple piles that are going on because a lot of the clothes, like that one I picked up, has a tag on it. She never ever worn it and she has outgrown it. Yeah. So that's what you see that I'm going to do. Also, I was hesitant should I go through my shoes. These are some of my shoes that's up in this closet because I ran out of space in my closet in the master's. But I did go ahead and decide to go ahead and tackle this as well. Now, friends, I also decided to go through her toys. So, any of those little small toys that are broken, trash, toys that she no longer even play with, Goodwill. And so we're getting those out of there because she's growing up and she's playing with different toys now. Now, I have a whole nother container that is under the bed. You'll see as I turn the angle, you won't be able to see the container. However, I have this bed on high risers, okay? The risers that lift the bed up, because that's the way I am able to make more storage. So I have mirrors, frames. I even have the new ceiling fan that is going into this guest room. It's still in the box, of course. That is under this bed. So I utilize the space for storage. I will be later coming back decorating this room, but I'm not going to decorate the room until I have completely got done with all of this extra activities that you already know that I have going on, okay? So once I finally get done with all of that, a later date, I'm going to come back and decorate this room because I want to change like the colors in here. Well, I'm not going to say just change the colors. It's what the color theme that I want it to be in here. So I already got some ideas, put some things together, and it's going to be really nice. I can't wait to share that. But anyway, so you see me sorting through some shoes. I done got rid of some shoes that I'm going to basically take to Goodwill because I know I need to get rid of them, and I'm getting those out of there. I also want to redo this closet. So this closet organizer that you see in here, I actually did this. I added the shelf to the very top. Also, I also purchased this little, the wire shelf thing and put that in there. But I'm trying to get ideas of how I can do this closet over, make it more functional, and see from there. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to get the measurements and see what I can actually do with that, because I know I need more shoe space in there. Right now at the bottom, I'm storing her toys in there, as well as I have shoes in a container that's in there. So toys, shoes, and all that is at the bottom. You just can't see it because of the clothes that are hanging down. But I want it to be more functional. Now, the clothes that I am going through on the bed, all of these clothes are either new or they clean. So we have been purchasing her new clothes, and I'm getting those put up on the hanger, as well as there's things in here that we purchased that are still in bags that is actually for like from the wedding and the baby shower. So the room is being utilized for a lot, okay? I even have decor that I store in here. So like I have some of my florals that is in here. That is what I have like in my gray bin. Some of those are in here, and I'm leaving this in here. I'm not even taking it outside. It's going to stay in here until I decide what else I want to do or how I want to change and store them. Okay? I'm trying to process that, so I don't know at the moment. So currently, that pile that is over by in front of the window that you see over there, like slightly behind me, everything in that pile is pretty much new, and it needs to be sold. Sorry about the dog barking. She just seen a cat outside of the window. I'm back. I think she has finally calmed down. So sorry, I'm a little congested and stopped up this morning. My sinuses and my allergies is whooping my butt. But anyway, so I have now have folded up, sorted out, even went through socks. You know how socks is. You always lose the matching ones sometimes. We done trashed and got rid of those. So I'm putting things up in the drawer. The picture frames that you see over there on top of the dresser, those are pictures frames that are going to be hung up. Some are going up on the wall in here, and some is going up into the wall in the great room. So I have them up off the floor at the moment because I don't need anyone to step on them. Okay, the house right now at the moment is just chaotic with so many deliveries being made to the house until it's driving me insane. So it is what it is, okay? It's real life in this house, okay? So you see I'm basically going through and I got everything situated there. So I'm going to change the linens on the bed. I'm basically it's just gonna put some I had some well they're new, but they just never been used. We don't had them for years, and I was like, let me just put these new linens on the bed while I get everything washed and situated. I don't feel like moving things out the way to go and dig and look for it, like I told you, because we have boxes that are basically all over their house, either from for the wedding or for the baby shower. So it is what it is, friends. This bed here that you see, this bed is actually about to be 21 years old that we have had it. When I tell you this bed is solid wood, it is solid, my friends, okay? Listen, it take more than one person even just to lift not just the headboard, even the footboard. It is solid, okay? It is a monster. And let me tell you, my husband was at work when I decided to take this bed down out of our room, and I completely broke it down piece by piece to bring it into this guest room because that's the time we was getting a new bedroom suit. I was in for a fight for my life, okay? I struggled so bad. I had to ask my daughter and my son to come help me. I was in for a fight. But anyway, I'm just putting these sheets and stuff, like I said, on here. Gonna change the pillows, covers, get those on here. And here is the room that is finally clean. Okay, so the room is clean. Like I said, I have my son have clothes in here that has to go. That picture that you see hanging on the wall, that is going to come out. I just stacked her books up here for the moment. Those picture frames going to have to go up on the bed. That is going to come out, or I may use it in another space. That is my florals. I have mirrors that's there I need to do something with. Those clothes need to go to Goodwill that is there. And this is her little playing area where she played with her things. I'm not going to move that. She loved this space. And then I need to get the rest of her toys up, her little kitchen setup situated. But anyway, friends, thank you so much for stopping by today's video. I greatly appreciate you. And I hope that I motivated you to clean something you've been putting off. Until next time, friends. Bye.